dregs of society, the forgotten, outcasts, mutants, outlanders, and pirates. Whether it is credits we seek, or a way to disappear and run from our past, we come here willing to bet it all that the answers lie within all this blackness. We all live on an exporter vessel called the ISS Stalingrad, roaming past the boundaries of Armethian space. Our captain, Vladimir, gets jobs that are too dangerous for corporate cells, too risky for border patrol or deep salvage teams. The Imperial Marines only care about the border, not what's beyond it. Sometimes it pays to rip off criminals or pull off a little piracy of our own from time to time. Sometimes it pays to answer those distress calls. But then sometimes it's smart to just click the switch. It's a flip of the coin, you know. A chance, it's a trick, and you'll pull out of warp to get hit by pirates. Cuthalans out of hive space, cyborgs from the Syndicate, or slavers ready to sell your flesh for a credit. There are endless dangers once you pass the red zone, and it's all black void. Much of it is uncharted territories of deep space. Everyone does what they can to stay alive, and the rest do what we can to stay sane. All of this silence can be deafening. The emptiness has a way of making everyone a little crazy once you find yourself nowhere near the stars. And while some may seek glory and fortune within all this emptiness, others are just looking for themselves. All I know is that out here, you eventually find exactly what you deserve.
Go,
All right,
go.
my recording is starting in 3.
Welcome everyone to episode 8 of our second edition Chaos 6010 game. Thank you all for joining us again and listening in on another episode of Aphelion. We're all hunkered down during the coronavirus, staying inside and gaming. Hope everyone else is too, so we can get this shitty virus to fuck off. So people can make money again and have toilet paper, stuff like that. Everyone stay safe. I'm Rogue, I'll be your GM this evening. Tonight we are joined by Maddie, Aki, Effie, and Ghost. And as always, check out the Arcanum Syndicate products at arcanumsyndicate.com and like and subscribe to Blades and Blasters. Let's do it. Hopefully you guys can see this.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Sazesh had to leave quickly. She was contacted by Relic and Mist and said she had some very important business to attend to. So she gave everyone a quick farewell, wishing them luck and praying that Nimtat would watch over them always from the shadows. She was acting pretty nervous about something strange for her. She whispered a few words to the captain, patted Vax and B on the shoulders, and managed to smile at D8 before walking to the MTU. Before you knew it, the motherly eye of the Tark chaplain was gone through a swirling mass of T-atomization, zapped off the ship to Herring Station. The MTU, a matter teleportation unit, the ISS Stalingrad, had one on the ship. It was old, and it had a 99% chance of success, but it worked. The unit pretty much tore your atoms apart in a split second and transmitted them to a receiving unit. As long as you had the codes and location, the computer would configure both quadratic equations in a nanosecond. You were good to go. They did not, however, have a limitless range. It was quite normally planetary. Some could reach the range of a single star system, but luckily, you were still in range to Herring Station's MTU. And it seemed Sazesh survived the MTU transport.
Oh, good.
Oh my god.
Yay!
You're gonna roll for that?
Yeah. Just don't roll ones, baby.
The ISS Stalingrad pulls up to Europa Station with the corporation Zentec hot on her tail. There are laws on this station. It is ruled by the Armethian Empire, but it's known as a smuggler's den, a last resort. The Order, the Church of the Tau, is not as strong as it is in the Sol system, yet its mere presence still keeps a great deal of crime at bay. Zentec launching an all-out attack on a docking vessel would look very bad for the Corp, and they'd have to answer for it. Relic Seer, the one called Mystic, had contacted you about Zentec, letting you know that they were close, but you already knew that. You also knew that Zentec had an old crewmate of yours, the crazy one, Tomahawk. Who knows why the hell they would pay the EPD so much for him? Who knew if he still lived, but there were ways of making one talk, even without a tongue. There was some other reason Relic had brought you to Mystic. Had to be. Her mind melded with Vax too. All to just give you some information you already knew about. Maybe that was why Sazesh was really leaving. It would seem that the strongest presence of Zentec yet to be witnessed was back on Rogo 5.2, hidden in the snow. Perhaps some kind of secret base. According to the mutants that escaped, yes, that was what the place was. Some kind of test lab where they ran experiments. Most likely something to do with the weapons, perhaps. They are a weapon manufacturer, after all. They weaponize everything and sell it to the highest bidder. So why were they chasing you? And so we begin on the ship here. The first scene is going to be with B and her mech. She's in engineering lab, and we'll move the scene over to there. B is just finishing up some work in the mech lab, and she's working on actually the transformation of her mech, and you can go ahead and explain that, I guess, in detail if you wish to. And you are actually working with Sus in the engineering lab, so he's finishing replacing, putting on some weapons and stuff, and showing you how to kind of dismount your heavy machine gun if you want to take it out of the arm of the mech. So
sweet. So B is kind of sitting atop her new mech now, dubbed Padme. She and the small dwarf, who she didn't care for much, but she got along with just because he was, well, good with weaponry, and also didn't want to get on the captain's bad side probably any more than she already was. At least from the way he spoke to her when she snapped at the one crew member. She felt he was upset with her. She was sitting atop and just kind of listening to the explanation of dismounting and remounting the tech fire that she usually carried with her. She's also finishing up some paint jobs that she had, doing kind of the finishing sprays, glossing over, making sure everything was sealed. And she kind of sits atop it. She looks down to Sus. You think everything's ready now?
yeah, I put the explosive rounds in the weapon as well. So and he reaches over and grabs his bottle again and takes a sip, and He says, you, you think the captain will like it?
B frowns at that. Sus. I know the captain will like it, but this entire thing has been my project. And as much as I'm going to use this to assist everyone in what we're doing, this isn't for the captain.
And he looks kind of a little bit ashamed for a second, and he says, I know you. I was probably out of place. I stole your moment, you know? I see that. I've been busy trying to impress the captain. Maybe too much, huh?
Why are you trying to impress the captain so much anyway, Sus?
I just want to have a good job, you know?
Are you attempting to get higher in the ranks? Is that what it is?
Yeah, maybe on the bridge or something, right? With you guys?
B purses her lips at that. Looking to learn how to fly, Sus, too?
No, like, maybe I just do the weapons, something like that.
Those are part of mine and Sergei's job. That's what we do.
Oh, okay. And about that time, D8, you are entering into the engineering area and probably looking for B.
Yeah, D8 kind of wanders in, heading over, kind of looking the mech up and down. Well, it looks like it's all going well.
B looks down at D8 and smiles widely and hopping off of Padme. Yeah, it's, well, she's done at this point. But there's something else that's pretty cool about it. You know how I, disassembled the Dundra that I had to make this? Or at least part of it. I mean, I already had the skeletal. Yeah. Sus, you might want to back away a bit. And with that, B, she'd, I guess, in her compad, just for ease for now, she enters a code into it and directs it towards Padme to shift it into vehicle mode. And kind of the vehicle itself, if D8, oh, don't know if you'd get the reference, but it's a kind of this deep red motorcycle. You can see it's fairly bulky. There's just enough room for 2 people to sit inside. Doesn't really have just the seat on top. It's more of a chair they can lean back in. And as it kind of shifts, the legs folding into one another, the wheels coming up, and the kind of legs holding onto the wheels in order to form this motorcycle, she turns around and with this smile on her face. I remember seeing this show a while back, really, really old. I think actually Suggest showed it to me. I think it was her. I think it was called Akira or something like that. But this.
Man, that looks pretty slick. How fast can it go?
About 100 miles. But unfortunately, I need a hover parts for it in order to make it fly around the city, because right now it's a bit ground-bound.
Oh, shit. Well, it's still pretty nice. Looks like it'd be fun. Does this part have guns, too?
Yeah, she looks to Sus for that one.
Yes, Sus is like excited, but almost like afraid to say anything. He's looking between you two, And then he's like, I was so happy when the transform happened, you know? The gun, it's still in place. Look at that heavy machine gun, tech fire. Yeah, you can retract it and move it back in.
Very nice. Well, hell, you two have outdone yourselves. And he smiles at B when he says that.
Hmm. Yeah, Sus was helpful in the weapons department.
It was all her, you know? I just play with the weapons. You notice he like looks towards you, B, and he says, I see you later, okay?
All right, Sus. And she gives him a very small wave and looks back to D8. You know, if we have time, I don't think we're gonna have much time on Europa Station, considering the whole Vax with the crystal issue and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, maybe we can take it for a test drive. Be a bit of
Oh,
a,
I'd be down.
Yeah.
It sounds like fun.
a bit
Perhaps
of
take up a contract while we're at it.
I mean, we do have that thing that you want to look into, right?
Yeah, exactly. But you never know. There might be something else going on. Always worth getting what info we can, you know?
B nods and smiles at D8. Oh, how are you doing with, Tzesh being gone?
What do you mean?
Well, I know you two are close, right?
Guess so. Yeah. I'm not too worried about it. It seems she transferred fine. Didn't just turn into dust or anything, so
Yeah. I hope she'll be back soon.
hopefully. She is quite useful with that lightning and everything. So.
Well, I mean, other ways she's useful too, besides lightning.
I guess so, yeah. You notice D8 kind of looks a bit off at that, but doesn't really say much more. As he kind of looks to her, but what about you? You fucking hate that little guy.
Yeah, I do. He keeps trying to get in on my turf. And trying to get
You think
favors with
so?
the captain. Yeah. I mean, I'm kind of I'm the pilot, and I run a bunch of the guns and stuff, at least on the ship, and I'm, fairly prolific mechanic. I mean, come on.
Do you want me to kill him for you?
No, no.
Fine. But what, you think he's after the captain or something?
I think...
Or after you?
No, he's... Well, up the captain's ass about that, but I think he just wants to be favorite at this point.
Like favorites how I'm your favorite.
And B turns a bit red at that. Well, not like that. That's a different kind of favorite.
I don't know. You never know with things. And he seems quite infatuated with the whole idea of working on the ship, and although he does kind of collide with your job, I don't know. Something to think about. And besides, who knows? Maybe you could use it against him somehow. If you need to.
B rubs the back of her head at that. Maybe, I guess.
Yeah, well, like I said, if you want me to kill him, just let me know.
Oh, okay. Well, that's probably not gonna happen.
That's what everyone says at first, B. And then someone pushes them just over the edge far enough. And then, with no warning at all, brains start splattering against walls.
Well, it's, besides that, I guess it's kind of nice to know you'll kill someone if I ask you to.
I mean, hell, B. I would have before we started going at it, to be honest.
Really? Well, I mean, I suspected.
Suspected, huh? Well,
I mean, like, half this ship has a crush on me, so. You see, she says it with a straight face.
yeah, D8 kind of looks her up and down. You know, I can't say I'm sure you're wrong, but you are a bit full of yourself, aren't you?
What do you mean? I've seen the way they look at me.
I can't say I mind it, but still, do be careful, B. Wouldn't want you getting mixed up in something you weren't ready for.
I'll try to be careful then.
Yeah. Good. Well, anyway, I have some weapon inspections to do. Make sure Peggy's all set to go. Make sure my grenades are all restocked. And then I suppose we can take it for a test drive and see about this problem I have.
If we have time. I mean, I think the captain wants us to go right away to that rich guy's house.
Well, we'll see. If he doesn't need us there for it, then we can always get a step ahead. Get things done sooner rather than later. So it's the best way of doing things.
Yeah. And maybe while we're at it, I can see if I can scrounge up either enough creds or find a cheap, what is it? Hover hardware or something to put into the bike.
Well, I'd help out, but I don't exactly have a whole lot of money at the moment. Spent it on upgrading my gear last time.
Yeah.
Hopefully, the captain can negotiate a better paycheck.
Well, maybe if we go along, we'll be able to help convince him.
Fine. We'll see what happens. Well, any news on Vax? Figure anything out with the crystal?
I don't know. I have an idea, though. And B takes out her comm pad and buzzes up to Vax.
And scene's actually going to change to where Vax is. Vax is, during your research, you've gone through hours of work to find all manner of crystals in your studies. Crystals and their powers and mystical arts, thaumaturgical crystals, rune shards, summoning alien crystals. And this is all within that day, the 10 days warp period from Rogo 5.2. You're able to come up with certain logs that were found. You had a really high research roll. But you were sifting through all of that crap, were able to come up with some logs that came from an asteroid field. And these logs kind of document an anomaly that happened that actually mention red crystals in their final transmissions. There are 4 vessels that had transmissions. And this is over like a documented period of 72 years. So much of the crap in the galactic web. And finally, you did uncover some of this information. This location of this asteroid field is about 2 months travel at Warp 3 in a place called the Kuljwang Supernova. It's past the outer rim. There could have possibly been much more info, many more ships that were lost that never logged. But the ones that you did research were as a vessel, a Kuthalan vessel out of hive space, and you guys were lucky to get that intercept that transmission because it was a distress call, and their active network defenses were offline. Most of the files were encrypted, but there were 2 other deep salvage teams that work for a company called Haztrek under the Armethian flag, and they logged the sighting of crystals emanating a brilliant red light as they neared. And then they contacted Haztrek, sending the info and saying they were investigating the area because there was some kind of ship graveyard in an asteroid field. No distress calls, and the ships were never found. And the last one that you researched was an explorer vessel. A ship was called the Amaranth, and there was a single transmission from a Captain Riggs, who says, "We have found many ships that seem trapped in an asteroid field, and all are heavily damaged. I'm picking up a red light coming from a cluster of red crystals on one of the asteroids. Gonna go check it out." And then there was nothing else on the subject, and that's what you got through all of that research. But right now you're in the cryovat chamber by yourself, you know. You're able to only contact the crystal, it seems communicated through meditation and dreams. And you can sense the urgency in the crystal now, as if it knows it's in trouble. During your visions and your meditation, the crystal's showing you like visions of a war again, and some kind of attempt to exterminate and genocide their race. And then you see the visions of floating remnants of its world, like the asteroids, and treasures, ancient artifacts on the remnants of these asteroids. And you're seeing all of these visions on the asteroids within the asteroid field, and these hidden ruins on like where its planet was destroyed. This, you realize, must be what the captain wants to see. It's almost like too good to be true. And you feel like you should relay this information to the captain somehow, because he wanted money, right? Somehow show him this vision that you've seen all these treasures floating on these asteroids. And then suddenly you realize that there is this spell that you could use. You must have forgotten it somehow, or maybe the crystal was teaching it to you. The runes, carving them into your memory, flashing from another being, maybe one long dead that it communicated with before. Somehow it's teaching you this spell as you realize you need to show this to the captain. And you're learning the spell Enthrall as you're sitting there, kind of amazed that the crystal's just teaching you this spell, you know, so that you can show the captain all these treasures that are floating in this asteroid field. And then that's when you get a contact from B on the comlink.
Oh, what is it, B?
B chimes over the comm. Hey, Vax! Just wanted to see how that crystal research was going.
I suppose I have something to present. I was intending on going to the captain here soon.
Oh, that's good. That's really good. I hope it's, good news.
I hope it's something we can do quick so I don't have to kill it.
D8.
I'm sure if anything is worth our time, you will know soon.
Wow, that's, good to hear. Keep up the, good crystal work there, Vax.
Thank you, B.
Of course. I'll leave you to it, though. And, B cuts the comms.
Vax, is going to call up Captain Vlad. Excuse me, Captain, do you have some time?
Down, Naya. Come on up to Captain Cabin.
Vax will gather her things, and which I guess is not really much, and head to the captain's quarters.
Yeah, whenever Vax arrives, he will let her in. Captain is standing there in a full tracksuit, looking at a couple of cases that are on his bed with some material in it. Come on in, Unaya. Have a seat.
Vax enters and she'll take a seat and take in a breath. I've done some research, and I've come across that there is an asteroid field that is a bit past the outer rim, but this location does have more of these red crystals, but would also have some artifacts or things worth plundering. And let me take a look at what Enthrall does really quick.
It's a spell that's pretty much it's gray magic. It's not your normal specialization, but it shows visions or illusions of whatever you want, basically. It's it's kind of a simple illusion spell, not a really dynamic one that freaks people out and and stuff like that. But it's more like for tricks. It's more like a cantrip type thing, But it will show you whatever scene you want to display.
Okay. So she will cast Enthrall, and what sort of thing do I need to roll for it?
No, go ahead. You can do whatever.
Okay, so she's going to cast Enthrall, and it will appear from her hands, kind of like Northern Lights, but with a depiction of the asteroid field and everything that could be gained from it in terms of like something of value. He'll see all of the ghost ships, the ships that have been destroyed, and just floating out in the throughout the asteroid field. He'll see the red crystals, but more importantly, she is going to focus on what can be plundered from this area.
Yeah, and Vlad at first is a bit startled by the images, but then he starts to peer into it and look them over. He closes the cases on his mattress so he can sit down and look at the... Oh, I see lots of shiny things on these ships. Did Crystal give you coordinate, or...?
Yes. Well, the crystal did not. My research. It's in a I forget the name of the supernova. Damn. It's about 2 months travel at warp 3. And she will relay the name of the location that I've forgotten, but my character would not.
Yeah, and Vlad nods and... All right. And you did it all with 4 hours to spare. Very good. We will conclude our business here, and then that is where we're going.
Vax nods, and she pauses a moment. Captain, if... I understand that the crew, and even perhaps you, may have reservations, and I don't I don't want to put anyone at unnecessary risk. I, this is a very conflicting thing for me, and as much as I want to preserve life, and I feel that this being is not intending to be malicious and just wants to survive, I understand if perhaps you may still find this endeavor to be unwise.
And Vlad will put a hand on Vax's shoulder. And Umnaya, I ask you to give me something in 24 hours that convince me. I like to do good things for money. Just happens most of the time bad things pay better. But the rare chance that we get to do something decent, like take someone home where they belong. I like this. And if I get to make money from it while doing it, I like it even more. I will take care of crew. You don't worry about that. You did exactly what I asked and more. Spasiba. Be happy, Unaya. We will take care of it. Besides, crew used to being in danger. We were just in mine with this thing trying to kill us a few weeks ago.
Well, yes, but I would like to bring forward the risk that is presented in the. She still has the illusion of the asteroid field to kind of help with what she's trying to relay. And she nods towards the ship graveyard, essentially, like all of the ships that have been torn apart and are just floating in pieces. As you can see, there's something particular about this asteroid field. Perhaps it is the crystals, perhaps it is something else, but I do believe that we need to consider that going to this asteroid field could be a risk, not just for us as individuals, but the ship as well.
Yes, Unai, it is a lot of ships in that graveyard, but let me ask you this. How many of those ships you think belong to Captain Vlad?
A smile spreads behind her veil. You are very confident, and I do take comfort in that. And I do trust that B has the capabilities to pilot the ship through any endeavors. I just want to make sure that the ship itself is fit for defenses.
Always. You worry too much, Umnaya. I am so confident because I know I have best crew in Galaxy. He pats her on the shoulder and he goes to open up his cases and look them over again. So, anything else on your mind, Umnaya?
Vax will rise from her seat, the illusion fading as she brings her hands down. No, that is all I had to present. I suppose I will await for whenever we have a briefing.
Won't be long. But try to relax a bit. I imagine you were very busy in the last few hours.
Yes, I may perhaps see if I can get some rest before we do anything.
I will contact you when you're ready.
Thank you, Captain. And she'll take her leave.
Okay. As Vax exits, Captain gets a call from Sergei. Captain!
Duh.
I've spoken with the docking bay, and we are pulling into Bay 17. Are we ready to depart? I should say you. But I mean, is the crew? It's okay for us to go leave and party? Yeah.
In shifts, comrade. You take first shift with half of crew, and then second shift, other half of crew go. We do half and half. Little bit interesting security situation we have.
I understand. Zentec is just sitting there. They are not making any actions.
No, of course not. And he smirks. Soon enough, though, comrade. But go on and party like it's 1999.
Okay, thank you.
Close the comm. He'll probably give Vax like an hour or two to herself and then call for a meeting.
And Vax, as you go to your room, you get to your room, and just before you even enter the bedroom or your chambers, you can hear what sounds like someone's voice in your head, like your empathic feelings reach your room basically before you do, and you can hear somebody in there. Oh, she's going to love this. She's going to think this is amazing. She would love this. And it's kind of weird coming from your room.
Can she tell if it is in the room or if it's in her head?
It is. It's somebody's in your room, and it's someone you know from the crew. You don't know them like very well even, but with that crystal kind of heightening your powers, it's you've been able to sense some weird things.
Vax will stop. All right, show yourself.
And inside the room, as you get closer to the room, you can feel that it's Yuri in there, and he must be doing. He's doing something in your room. You want to walk in there?
Yeah, she's gonna open up the door to see what's going on.
Yeah, you can see his back is to you, and he's like painting something on the wall, and it looks like the picture of the scene that you had on the beach with your family, the vision. And his back is to you, and he's painting this perfect portrait of this scene on your wall, and he's like, he turns around. Oh, Vax, I didn't know you were coming. I was trying to finish it before you got here, and what do you think?
Her brow furrows and she visibly frowns. How do you know such a scene?
For just a moment, you can see this strange red glimmer in his eyes that seems like the crystal's light. And he says, I don't even know, actually. I've never painted before. I mean, stick figures maybe. I don't know what came over me. So are you unhappy? Should I leave?
What is your name?
I'm Yuri.
Yuri, have you come in contact with anything strange?
I don't think so, no. I work in the cryovan sometimes, and when I was in there last time, I hear voices, maybe like whispers, It's very strange, but, not happening a lot.
Is that so? And what compelled you to craft such art on my wall?
I don't know. And you could tell he's like totally confused, and he's like, it just maybe came to me, I guess. Kind of strange. Maybe I should leave. And he sets the stuff down.
Thank you, but it's just unsettling. Perhaps staying away from whenever you hear those voices.
The cryovat, you mean?
Yeah, is it only in the cryovat that you hear them?
Yes, I was doing maintenance in there.
Were you working on anything in particular?
No, just electrical components, cleaning.
And it was only voices, you did not see anything, perhaps like a red crystal?
I don't think so. I heard like calming voices. It made me feel better, like I want to go back in the cryovat. There's something about that place. Maybe looking at the stars or something, clears my head. I don't know.
Perhaps... perhaps not. Perhaps we can assign someone else to that duty. I apologize. It's been a long day for me.
No problem. I'm sorry for coming into your room. Now that I talking to you, this does not seem like such a good idea at all. I'm sorry.
It's quite lovely, but do ask next time.
Of course. Goodbye. And what does Vax do after that, after he leaves?
She is going to go to that chamber and investigate.
Okay. And we'll go back to I'm gonna go to this room. You do go and investigate, and you don't find anything out of the ordinary at all.
Okay.
And then it comes time for the captain to call the meeting. You actually have enough time to investigate thoroughly and go back and get rest too as well. But
cool.
After an hour or so, like Captain said, it comes time for the meeting. And everybody ends up reporting for the meeting and coming together inside the chamber.
Yeah, so when everybody's in the meeting hall, Vlad hands out several bowls of cereal and then proceeds to step up in kind of the central area of it. All right, so we're here back on Europa. A couple of things need to be taken care of. First, I do not believe Zentec is going to bother us while they are here. They are strong, but this is a Armethian Empire property station, so not likely they try anything crazy, but I think we all travel in pair for now, just in case they try to grab someone. 2, I'm going to go speak with the drug baron whose daughter we saved. It's his name of Baldiran Ramona. See if we can try to figure out a working relationship. I may talk to him about our business. Those who wish to come with me, of course, here may. 3. We are not going to spend longer than a day. Vax has completed the research, and what she was shown and what I was shown looks promising. A big score. A ship graveyard that we can loot and take advantage of.
What do you mean what you were shown?
Well, explaining in word make me sound crazy, so Vex, go ahead and show everyone, please.
Vax will cast Enthrall again. The Northern Lights style illusion will show up, and on the light will be the vision of the asteroid field with the ship graveyard.
And is this projected into our heads or physically, like in the space?
From what I understand, based on reading the spell, it is in front of you.
Okay, you're lucky.
Oh,
Yeah, D8 was about to blow some things up. But yeah, D8 kind of watches as the images come across.
Oh, that's a lot of junk ships there.
Yeah, a lot of scrap, but a lot of questions as to why they're all scrap.
Well, there's hundreds of bad pilots in the galaxy. That is why I made sure I got a good one.
Yeah, but for all of them to manage to find one spot, huh?
Well, everyone thinks they can fly a ship until they have to fly a ship, and then they fly a ship into other ship.
I'm sure it couldn't be anything else.
I would advise caution.
Oh, really?
Well,
I would too, but seeing as we're going to the ship graveyard and asteroid field that seems to be killing a lot of people, I think that's a bit out of the window by this point, isn't it?
No one said that you can't be safe while being a little bit dangerous. Besides, no one made any good money playing it safe.
I mean, you say that, that's my entire job.
You kill people for a living.
Yes, from a very safe distance without them knowing I'm there. If I can help it.
How's your new arm?
Doing great. He reaches his left arm up towards the ceiling, and you watch as the grappling hook shoots up and tears into the metal and pulls him upward as he kind of hangs from the ceiling.
I
Super
remember
useful.
you having a different one a few weeks ago. Must have been an occupational hazard.
Oh yeah, we went into this really terrible cavern full of crystals that I advised against everyone going into.
can we stop fighting?
To make money.
How did that go?
Actually, not as bad as I thought. I think we're going to come very close to contract rate, after all. So, your fuck-up did not cost us that much money.
Well, that's good at least.
Now I don't have to cut your pay for a week.
Good. Let's hope it doesn't happen this time either. A shame if another crystal got blown up, right, Vax?
Well, I suppose let us not blow up any more crystals. If we're going into the asteroid field where other crystals may be, it would be not just in our best interest, but in the interest of the rest of the galaxy to not spread these further.
So what you're saying is if we have to destroy them, we have to make sure nothing is left.
And that would also
Because they're
include
dangerous.
us. Are you wanting to die?
Oh, no. I mean, fuck the rest of the universe if it comes down to it. I'm just saying. The fact you have to bring that up.
We're not going to have to destroy any other crystals. We're taking this one home, and we're going to take some things from a ship graveyard that happens to be there.
Fine.
Well, if we're gonna be looting ships and stuff while we're there, we can get a lot of, I guess, parts to upgrade the ship and make it bigger and add on things, and I can get some more metal to make me maybe a mech suit.
Maybe they have some grav parts, you never know.
That
At any rate, 24 hours off ship while I'm doing business with the Baron, and then we leave. I think for 48 hours, Zentec will probably leave us alone.
hopefully. Though they did, we should stay in pairs because they did snatch up Tomahawk last time we were here.
Yes, everyone will be staying in pairs.
Well, I've got some business to do. I gotta find some anti-grav wheels for my for Padme. So she looks to D8.
Yeah, D8 smiles. Yeah, I suppose we might as well go and do that. See if there's anything else fun going on.
Who is Padme?
Oh, the mech. My
Oh.
mech.
Oh,
Yes. Don't worry, it's not gonna die of sadness anytime soon.
I hope not. And he takes a bite of cereal. So, any other questions?
Are you going grocery
Nice
shopping?
and good.
I can go shopping. What do we want?
You can get some like fresh flowers or something in here. And more sugar. That'd be good.
You want me to get sugar and flowers?
Yes.
How about spice and everything nice?
No.
No? Okay.
I mean,
So sugar
if
and
you're
flour.
buying,
He looks over there. Does anyone need anything else on the shopping trip?
the rest of my recon set. Let me see. A few more plasma nades. I mean, whatever you feel like buying, I guess.
I appear to have run out of space on my list, D8. Sorry.
Shame.
You start to get a call, and it's actually Balder and Ramona.
Oh, shit. One moment, everyone can get ready. He puts the combat on. Duh.
Hey, I see your ship docked at 17.
Duh, Boss Ramona. So good to hear from you. Yes, we just got in, preparing to leave now.
This is excellent. I send a limousine for you guys. Bring the whole crew. I want to meet everybody who saved my daughter.
I will bring who I can. Some crew, very important things they go to do, but I will bring some of them. Yes, comrade, I promise.
Oh, excellent. Very good. And yeah, I got a job for you. You guys are very good. You know, I wanna use the best.
Yes. Let us. We may talk about it. In a more secure setting, duh.
Of course. Of course. My guys, they'll be looking for you in the spaceport.
Very good, comrade Ramona. I look forward to meeting you in person.
Excellent. See you then.
And he hangs up. All right. Well, limousine on the way for Balderan. Umnaya, would you like to join me, or do you have business on Europa?
I suppose I could join you.
Very good. Well, start packing up some of the bowls into the dishwasher if they're no longer being used, and then we'll proceed to exit the ship.
Yeah, D8 on the way out. Oh yeah, Vlad. Do me a favor and let Balderin know that if he needs anyone killed, I'm on the job. All right.
Of course, comrade. If this bossman needs a robot hitman, I will be sure to peddle your name.
Good, good. I really need to get a card made.
There are card-making services, I think.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to use one for a hitman job, you know? I might make my own.
People do it as gag gift all the time. It's like a professional asshole. There was a card someone made, handing it out at the gag gift. You could just say it is gag, but then use it like it's real.
That's true. Where do you get those?
There is a card maker on station. Oh God, what is her name? I think Betsy's business cards. It is like Heb 3? I don't remember.
Perfect.
Heb 3 or Heb 4?
I can imagine it now. D8. Professional asshole and hitman. It's
Yeah, she
perfect.
loves it. She like early 20s and really geeky girl. Really funny.
Good. That'll do. All right, well. See you soon. Be careful around the mob boss.
He's just my kind of company, comrade. Easy to predict.
Oh yeah, mine too. That's exactly why I'm telling you to be cautious. Speaking of mob bosses, I might have someone else I have to talk to.
Don't worry, comrade. I've been doing this longer than you have been alive.
You know, I can't say you're wrong.
And you never will. And he pats the head on the shoulder.
D8 kind of heads out. You see him kind of double check his gear one last time. He has the 2 full straps of 40 mil grenades, as well as a full grenade vest and Peggy underneath his coat. As he checks it all over and gets ready to head out, heading over to B in the bike.
Question, Rogue. Regarding just Europa Station in general, do all vehicles have to be hover vehicles in order to travel?
No.
Perfect.
No. Yeah, you can ride around, definitely.
Yeah, B will have her, she's got this kind of dark navy cloak that she's draped over her wings to hide it. It's fairly bulky. But it's better than nothing. And she has brought the bike into kind of the hangar. And she's just clipping in the cloak and getting ready to ride out on Padme. She looks to D8 coming in. Well, you want to hop on?
Oh yeah, always. And he does hop on the back of the bike.
Alright, where to first?
Well, you want your parts, so I guess we can deal with that and then figure out where to go from there.
Yeah, I'll call up one of my contacts. I'll see if Echo or Junk. I'll see if Echo has anything.
All right. I'll run my scans and see if I can pick up on the person I'm looking for.
Got it.
And I suppose they set out, yeah.
All right. Is she calling up Echo now?
Yeah, she's calling up Echo. Other question regarding Angel. Just as a character information question, would she have that knowledge that because I think it was Angel was imprisoned with Echo?
Yeah.
Does B know that?
It was on the thing. I think we did talk about it at some point.
Yeah, I think that's right.
DA would have mentioned it by now. It's been a while.
Yeah, she'd call up Echo then.
Okay. Did I don't think D8 told her about the visions though, right? Anything about that?
Oh, not about the visions, no. Just about this angel chick, and that he needs to find her, etc.
Okay, cool. Okay, so
he's been a bit fuzzy on it. So
yeah, so Chi-Jin or Echo picks up. Hello.
Hey, Echo, it's B. I'm in Europa Station again.
Oh, awesome. Are you gonna come by?
Yeah. I got something to show you. I used a lot of those parts that you gave me.
All right, I moved, so I'm gonna send you a new location.
Sweet. Also, looking for some hover tech. Need to get some hover wheels or something for my new bike.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Shit, get out of the way. You can hear she's like playing some video game on the other side or something. And okay, yeah. Just yeah, I'll find that for you.
Sweet. All right, we're singing bye.
Right.
And she hangs up the compad and looks back to D8 as she's revving up the cycle. Oh, I mean, when we're there, you can also ask her about Angel.
oh yeah, that's right. They were in cages together, weren't they?
Yeah, but hey, 2 birds, right?
Sorry, it cut out. What?
2 birds, right?
Yeah, I guess so. Literally, almost. I mean, metaphorically speaking, it's literally. But you get what I mean.
Mm-hmm. B laughs as the hangar bay kind of opens. She immediately just throttles it and just sends them kind of careening out of the ship.
And as you guys take off into the Europa Station, I'm gonna move over to the scene where Captain Vlad and Vax are in the spaceport. You guys exit the docking bay. I mean, and then you're right there. There's malls, there's shopping, all kinds of shopping, of course, and people everywhere. It doesn't take you very long, though, to notice that there's a limousine over there for you, and you notice 4 characters kind of hanging outside the limousine. One is a very large ogre, about 10 foot tall, and the others look pretty much your normal gangster types. You notice that they're all over there laughing for a minute as they're talking with the ogre, and the ogre is the first one to kind of point towards you. That's him, right?
And Vlad sees them, and he had just finished sending a message to Sergey to pick up flowers and sugar. It's for B, just so he remembers that he needs to pick it up when he's back. And he approaches them. He's got 2 suitcases, 1 case in there. He's like, "Duh, it is me."
The one with the fedora that looks more well-dressed than any of them, smoking a cigar. He walks up. He's like, "How you doing? I'm Dibs."
"Ah, good to meet you, Comrade Dibs. I am Captain Vlad, and this is Vax." And he gestures over to Vax on his side.
Vax inclines her head.
Pleasure to meet you. Well, I figured there would be more of you. Didn't you have a larger crew?
Duh. So, one of them had business on a separate station, unfortunately urgent, and then the other 2 have things here they must do. But if they finish soon, I can try to have them come by.
Yeah. That'd be excellent. We could pick them up, whatever needs to be done. Boss did want to share his generosity with the whole crew.
Of course, but I do not know. Have you ever been on a spacefaring ship, Dibs?
once or twice, but I don't really leave Europa very often.
I will tell you that anytime crew gone for a long period of time and they get back to a place that has a nice station, they get a little wild. They can't contain themselves. So most of my crew very busy with blowing off steam, shall we say. But I am happy, and so is Vex, to make acquaintance of both you and Boss Ramon.
He's like, excellent. Yeah, that makes sense, yeah? He looks over at Bobby, and Bobby's like, yeah, that makes sense. And Bobby opens up the door for you guys, and come on in.
Thank you, comrade. And he will step into the backseat of the limo.
Vax follows after.
Watch your head, little lady.
She offers a nod and makes a point to stoop a little lower than usual.
Yeah, you can tell there's not a lot of activity coming from Bobby's brain there. But Vax and Captain get into the limo, and it doesn't take long for them to reach. I'll move all you guys down here. Reach the location. It's in a pretty large building, at least 8 stories, and you can see it's well guarded by mostly thug types, the same type. All of these guys are well known, and they lead you right on up to Mr. Ramona. Elevator opens up. You can see the scene of one of the top floor windows showing kind of the whole city out there, and you can see Mr. Ramona is on the other side of the couch, sitting in this like digitized behind this digitized image of holograms and stuff. Another guy next to him, Johnny, is sitting there, could be very possibly related to him, and Mr. Ramona's sitting there smoking a cigar and nods to you guys as you approach. Can we take a quick 5-minute break real quick?
Of
Sure.
course.
All right, I'll be right back.
Alright, I'm paused.
Split the party.
And now it's time for us to have a Corona with Ramona.
Fucking shit.
My
Oh my.
Corona.
Fuck yeah. I've been
Amazing.
waiting to use that one. I've been waiting.
Fucking shit. Oh, man.
Amazing.
Dude's such a fucking prick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
Gosh. He's genuinely, I think, the meanest character I've ever played.
Oh no.
Oh
You
no!
think so?
Oh
Who's,
no.
Who do you think is
who's
meaner?
been meaner that you've
Jaxus.
Jack's
He is a fucking
dickbag.
asshole.
Jaxus is a
I think-
massive dickhead.
I mean, he's a massive dickhead, but I don't think he's as just genuinely. Well, I
I
guess
don't
he
know.
is
Hi,
genuinely
my
mean.
name's
He's just-
Tarek.
Oh yeah, he's
Fuck
totally
you and
mean.
your fucking god. Get fucked done.
You're fucking lame. GG.
Jax is
You're
a
lame.
Wow,
Your
you
god is
fucking-
lame. You suck.
Wow,
Your armor
You're
sucks.
racist. You know what?
He does constantly lay into Tarek, doesn't
You're a
he?
fucking shit cunt for not liking evil goblins. Blah.
I'm gonna storm out now of the meeting because I'm not getting my way.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's great.
I'm gonna get fucking everyone killed by fucking firing at a rock when it's
Yeah.
flying
You're right.
away.
D8's a jerk, but
Jax
he has redeemable
an evil
qualities.
idiot.
I guess D8.
Jaxus is just
He
an
at least is
asshole.
capable of liking someone.
Yeah.
Well, Jaxus
Wait.
is too.
No.
Jax
till-
is like a lot
Wait
of
till
people.
wait till B finds out he just wants sex and it's all over.
Oh gosh.
What? I thought
I'm
we
Yeah,
had
it is
pretty
much
sure
more
Max
emotional
would
than
be able to
Jaxus is.
detect that.
I thought we had love.
I don't know though, because D8.
I don't know though.
D8. Oh yeah, timing. The thing is, though, D8 genuinely enjoys killing people and seeing people die. Jaxus doesn't. He doesn't give a fuck about it.
What?
Then again,
don't lie to me. Don't lie to me.
Oh, he doesn't. He
Don't
doesn't
lie to
give
me.
a fuck.
You vomited on some dudes to kill them in your inn.
He doesn't care about them dying or him killing them. It's more so victory that made him happy, not him killing or them dying or anything. Jackson, D8 enjoys
semantics. Semantics, my man.
The
Victory means killing my opponents,
right?
I like victory. I guess.
Because D8 has emotions tied to it. Jaxus doesn't really. Because the only emotions Jaxus has tied to it are himself getting enjoyment.
Exactly, he's terrible.
Is kind of getting the enjoyment, but in a different way.
D8's borderlining on being a psychopath, but he has grounding. Like he can rationalize.
Yeah, exactly.
His reality.
That's kind of what I mean.
Jaxus is a complete psych. No, it's everything. He's a combination. He's a psychosociopath.
He's just got a lot of problems.
It doesn't make any sense, but he exists as he does, and he is a scumbag.
That's difficult to role play, and in my opinion.
Now
you should join D&D, Effie. Now you should join D&D, Effie.
No.
Join the phenomenon.
Too many. There's already too much fucking ERP in the long rest.
Oh jeez.
Is there?
Everybody's fucking.
I guess so.
Fucking Elwyn.
I think the worst character I've ever played, I didn't even get to play out how she was being so terrible, because the campaign, it ended abruptly because the GM got bored and it was like, oh, you know what, I'm not feeling this anymore, we're gonna just stop. And he went on to do another homebrew.
Well,
what a
yeah, all right. Yeah. But I had a character who, I was so meticulously manipulating everybody. Even the players thought that I was playing a good character, and I was playing a long con that I did not get to execute, and I was so disappointed.
Aww.
Because it's out of my norm to do somebody who's not in it for everyone, big group hug kind of character.
Yeah.
So.
I feel that. The thing is, I've realized with Jaxus, I really enjoy playing a villain that is obviously a villain.
Is it mustache
when I first made him, I was like, oh, he's gonna be like this manipulative asshole. But then he was just an asshole.
He's mustache.
Yeah, because Heidi's like, you suck at manipulation.
I know. But I kind of love it.
Just let me do it.
That's the thing, is he relies on magic for it. So it's
rely on Heidi.
Based.
Yeah, Heidi's
or monsters. He gets along with other monsters, basically. But
not that rock.
Rock.
Well, I realized afterwards, I was like, wait a minute, aren't rocks sentient?
Yeah. Turns out.
I could have fucking talked to the thing.
I don't know if it wanted to talk to anyone.
Well, I don't know if it wanted, not after the shit that happened.
We got
jumping on it. Yeah.
It's kind of a bit late for the talking. I was like, oh shit.
But good news, Effie. If you want to play a evil asshole character, D&D is wide open. About half of the characters in D&D are neutral or evil. So
only one's evil. The rest are neutral.
What if I come in with a goody two shoes?
Then you'll get along with Tarek and Marv.
Yeah, you get to hang out with the good godly boys.
And Arden.
Who don't matter.
And Arden.
You guys matter.
Oh my god, Tarek's the best though.
Tarek is the best.
He's fucking amazing.
One of you is going to end up dead before the end of the long rest.
Oh, probably.
Probably from one of you killing the other.
Probably Jaxus.
Tarek's already fucking militarizing the militia.
I think Jaxus is
What
yeah,
in
Tarek
the world
is kind
is
of trying
game?
to.
This game.
That's the thing is Tarek's getting the military guys with him.
It went from
regular people.
It went from pulpy adventures to we have a town to it's getting political.
I'm the mayor.
Yeah, Jaxus is basically like an evil socialist. Oddly enough.
He's trying to bring fucking hobgoblins into a town.
Heidi just wants to fucking sit and drink and sing. And now she's
Yeah.
the mayor, fucking tavern owner.
Everyone
God
who's
damn
on the
it.
council is apathetic or wants to actively use the hamlet to further their own goals. Everyone who doesn't
happened
want
then?
Is
everyone who
Jax's goal,
doesn't
though.
who wants the hamlet to succeed is outvoted or
What?
irrelevant.
Jax just wants the
Excuse me.
Hamlet to succeed more than anything.
Get
He's
out
just
of
really
it.
bad at it. And also, he's
For-
entirely fine with it being full of evil people.
For so like I just said, for the sake of their own goals.
Well, that's not for. Well, it is.
Yes, it is. You're a fucking liar.
He wants
You-
to
you-
improve it for the sake of his own goals, but improving it is his goal.
It's the same fucking thing.
It's true.
Yeah.
Shameful.
What did I say? Yes, I didn't say no, nothing to do with own goals. I said you wanted to further your own goals.
I guess so.
No, that's what you just basically said. No, that's what I wanted to do. No, you're
Yeah.
wrong. That's what I wanted to do.
Yeah. He's just
Oh my
like,
God.
just ends up being more and more of an asshole every time I play him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, only I feel
Hey,
like in
Rogue.
text RP it's
Hey.
worse.
I'm ready.
Rogue's
Yes, it
back.
is.
We're cutting it out.
What are you guys talking about?
D&D.
Fucking D&D.
Oh.
D&D,
And how
D&D.
fucked
D&D,
my
D&D.
character is. The one
He's
evil
gonna
guy
die.
who is ruining everything for everybody.
He's not
No.
ruining shit.
No, we're
It's not
all
really
good
ruined
here.
anything, huh? In fact, well, I mean, just wait till a build comes
No,
by.
it's just Heidi ruining everything. It's fine.
She is mayor. That's kind of the whole point. Is I can throw it on her now.
Me too.
I'll just
Sorry.
convince everyone it's
Sorry.
her fault. Okay.
Let's
Ready?
do B. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
B?
I am live.
Let's do B and D8 scene with Echo first.
Cool.
Actually, so you guys get into a rough area, neighborhood. Lots of crime, lots of walking up the steps. You can see some drug users in the hallways and stuff like that. Some guys guarding some other room where a bunch of loud music is coming out of. You can see him standing in the doorway with a submachine gun in his jacket. He just gives you guys an eye as you guys step over somebody unconscious on the stairs on the way up to Echo's room, which has many locks and electronic locks on it. But as you get close to the door, all of them pop open and the door slides open. She's got a headset, a huge gamer setup in there with like virtual reality headset on her, and she takes it off as you guys come in. She's like, B, what's up?
Hey, Echo. And Beal, we're gonna run up and give her a hug. Why are you in this area?
Because all of these guys protect me.
Really?
Yeah. And I hooked their systems up. Got the whole network hooked up,
Nice.
They don't want to lose me or they'll lose their cable.
That makes sense. That's pretty good.
So, what's up? Who's this guy?
Oh, I don't know if you remember. D8. He was on.
It's standing a little bit back, kind of taking the room as he steps forward. Hey, good to meet you. Yeah. What was the name again? Echo?
Echo, yeah. You can see she like a little intimidation in her as she looks towards you, a little nervousness. And she's like, is this your boyfriend? I think I remember you at the Cthulhu place, right?
B nods to that. Yeah.
Yeah, there's T8 doesn't look directly towards B, but there's a smile on his face. He kind of takes in Echo's reaction.
So anyway, I called a couple of guys, and what do you need? And she spins her deck around to show up some images and some parts and stuff like that. There's like on the screen at the moment there's turrets and retractable turrets and stuff like that, and tires on another deck, and bulletproof upgrades, things like that. She's like, this is all underground stuff. I mean, we could get grenade launchers, anti-vehicle cannons.
Ooh, I like the idea of anti-vehicle cannons. It just, depends on how much everything's gonna cost. But here, let me show you pictures or videos, I guess. And she'll pull out her compad and start showing Echo, Padme, and kind of the specs on her.
And she's like, oh, nice. Yeah, well, some of this stuff ranges like 60,000 credits to 300,000. I mean, it really depends what kind of money you're working with.
That depends on how much they get paid from this most recent job. Really, I'm mostly just looking for anti-grav tires or any of that hardware.
She's like, yeah, I can get you a hovercraft package.
Yeah, that'd be great. Though, how much is that gonna run me?
I don't think more than 60K. I mean, if you want the real stuff. Is that okay?
It should be okay within about 24 hours.
Yeah, okay. Well, you give me a call, and then you hear a gunshot downstairs go off, and you hear some yelling and stuff, and she's like, so you give me a call, and then when you need it, I'll just have it delivered to you.
Perfect, yeah. And she kind of glances behind towards the door and then looks back to Echo. Oh, one other thing. About that whole, business.
When you were in a cage, yeah.
Yes.
D8 looks Echo over, steps forward kind of as B goes to talk. We're looking for a lady. One of the ones that was in the cages with you.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah. You have good memory of all them, or?
I do.
It goes by Angel, I think.
She nods, like, immediately. I know exactly who you're talking about. Yeah. You want her number? I've got it.
You've got her number?
Yeah, she's a merc, actually. She does contracts. She's a contract killer, basically.
Yeah, D8 kind of almost stares off into space for a moment before kind of snapping back to, all right, and he kind of pulls up his number and, makes it open access or whatever so that she can access it. Yeah, send it through here. And in case you need to contact me with more info, for any reason.
She's like, excellent. I can copy your number down? D8. Is that like a dice? Like the D8 dice?
So.
That's pretty cool.
I suppose. I never thought about it like that.
You didn't pick a D20 or something like that?
No. My go-to was everyone has a date with death.
Oh, yeah, that is cool. Yeah. All right, then. Well, I'll give you a call when I need somebody dead. She looks
good.
over. And here's Angel's number. And anything else you guys want to do there?
I think D8's pretty set.
Yeah, I think until B has more money, unfortunately, she can't get anything just yet. But she will.
Yeah, about that on the way out.
Yeah, she will send a message to Vlad. Just a text message, basically asking. She says, "Hey, Vladdy, once you get paid, could you do the cost split soon? If you do, so I can upgrade the bike. Thanks."
On their way out, D8 kind of looks to be, there might be another way to get a quick 20K.
I just need like 7, but sure.
7 works too.
20 is good.
Yeah. All right, I'll pop the cords into your data pad. I guess I'll give Angel a call in a moment while we're on the road.
Sure.
You just start heading there.
Heading... Oh, the coordinates?
Yeah, to the coordinates.
Oh, yeah. And B will take the coordinates, punching them into her own compad, and
It's to
kind of-
Ripper's place.
Yeah, I figured.
yeah, she'll put the maps locator, so it's kind of sounding in her head, so she knows where to go. She checks her phone again, and she smiles a bit, looking at that, and then she just sends a heart emoji. Afterward, she just hops on the bike and starts driving off while D8 makes his call.
All right. You want to do the call now?
Sure.
All right. So it takes a bit for Angel to pick up, but she does eventually pick up and sounds very tired. Like, hello.
Yeah. D8, hearing the voice, kind of pauses for a moment. Hello. You're Angel, yes?
How did you get this number?
Oh, a good friend. Here's the thing. I happen to have a hit list with you on it, and I need to talk to you about that. Don't worry, I'm not going to kill you. If I wanted to do that, I'd track you down already. Sounds like you're in a similar line of business, actually.
Yeah. Well, I just recently got back into the business. Who are you?
Yeah, D8 kind of pauses. No one special. I go by D8.
You hear her pause for a while, and she says, you got a familiar voice. Have we worked together before?
Maybe. You're a revenant, you tell me.
And you notice the screen pops on, and like as she turns the video feed on, do you have yours on?
He probably would, and he didn't even think about it.
Yeah, and
So he's kind of taken aback on the back seat of the bike by this point, and as the video comes on, he certainly wasn't expecting it.
and she looks at you for a moment, and kind of pale-faced. It seemed like she was laying in bed, perhaps, and she says, when do you want to meet up?
Sure, when's good?
I could meet you in an hour or so.
Sure, that works. I have to check about a job, and then I can find a place nearby. Just throw me the coordinates when you want.
And she nods. She's like, all right, D8.
Yes. Well, good luck getting there, Angel. And there's a bit of a sting to his voice as he says that, almost of concern and a bit of... He's not even sure what by this point. Hesitation at the least.
Yeah, and she seems like very confused and just, kind of shocked, like she had seen a ghost at the moment, and then the screen goes dark.
Everything okay there, D8?
He's a bit quiet for a moment before he responds, a sour tinge to his voice. Yeah, I think so. It's just weird.
All right.
Yeah, and he didn't go into a whole lot of why. Did he bring up the fact to her that it's someone he knew from before, or?
I don't think so, no.
Yeah, just someone he knew they need to look into, possibly.
Mhm. Yeah.
So he's like, yeah, just feels a bit weird.
Well, I'll back you up, so in case things get too weird.
Good. Such a fleshy face. Wonder why I didn't get a fleshy face. Don't get me wrong, I love this faceplate, but the one I had before I had this one installed was, well, complete fucking mess.
I can always design you a new faceplate too.
Oh. My, you spoil me, Bee.
I know.
Maybe we can get something with flames on it. Or coming out of it. There's an idea.
Yes, because painting flames on something makes it cooler.
I don't know. I'm not exactly a designer or anything. That's your
Oh.
job.
I was being sarcastic, but okay.
And then the scene pans back to Captain Vlad and Vax walking into the scene with Mr. Ramona and Bobby to his left and Johnny to his right. And as he stares through the digitized... go ahead and can you both, Captain Vlad and Vax, make a perception check, please?
Oh no!
Oof.
I see nothing.
Okay. As you look through the into the chamber, it seems it's well equipped for. There's also other security personnel within the room that are kind of out of view from this main chamber. But there seems to be like turrets, retractable turrets in the walls, and here all sorts of stuff set up, all sorts of security measures. And Ramona blows some smoke into the in the air, and he's like, "I really appreciate everything you've done for me. I do." He's like, "Please have a seat, make yourself comfortable. You need anything? Something to drink, some food, some smoke? Feel free." You notice there's weed and some coke or mayo like on the table.
Yeah, Vlad will sit down and if you have a cigar, I wouldn't mean to presume, but a cigar would be nice. I like cigar when sitting with a good business partner.
Yes, of course. Dibs, hook the man up. Dibs shows up. Get you-
Vax is going to sit next to Vlad, but she's also she tried to read the room, kind of get a feeling as to the air and what everybody is feeling, particularly Ramona.
Yeah, can you make a willpower check?
I can.
Yeah, and as you read the room, Bobby is kind of blank, vacant of thought. He seems pretty much comfortable at all times, like everybody's friends. And Johnny just is like sitting there, quiet, ice cold stare. He's just watching you guys, and every move, making sure something's not gonna happen or you're gonna try anything, which is kind of ridiculous. But Dibs seems comfortable as he passes by you to give Captain Vlad his cigar and light it and stuff. Ramona, you do not get any feelings from at all, which is strange. It's almost like he's not even really there.
Okay.
And he says, "So, how's it going, huh?"
Well, living the dream, so to speak. Everything going pretty well. Have something that we're going to follow up on out in the Outer Rim, but nothing too outrageous, I suppose. Happy that we had a chance to help young Miss Ramona. She's doing well, I assume.
She is out spending Daddy's money as we speak. And he takes a sip from his drink and says, "I'm really happy though. Everything that you guys did for me, I'm really happy, and I would like to give you a present at least. Is there anything you might be looking for in particular? Or I had planned to hook up you and your friends, everybody that was responsible for that whole thing.
Well, I cannot speak for all crew, but I know of a few things that people would want. I don't want to make it seem like trying to extort, you know what I mean? For me, I just wish to have a closer business relationship with you, Mr. Ramona. That's all you need provide me. Um, but I have one of them here, Vex. If you would like a gift from Mr. Ramona, if you could certainly request it, if he's willing to do that for you.
Vax inclines her head. If it is not too much to ask, then perhaps a crystal ball.
Oh yeah. You mean like one of those magical balls, right?
Indeed.
Yeah, Dibs, get on that right now. Call up the guy. He's like, of course. That sounds amazing. You know how to use one of those things?
Indeed, I do.
He's like, well, that's fantastic. Hey, anything else?
One of my crew wants to also have closer business relations, though he is more in the business of how you say, killing people for money. So he intends to get business card. I could give you his information if you ever need someone like that, though I don't doubt the people you already have. They look like they could kill many people.
And he laughs. He's like, as the others kind of chuckle too. And Bobby overly chuckles until he notices that everybody stops, and then he stops. And he says, that sounds like my type of guy. Yeah. Is that the Revenant guy that was traveling around with you?
Oh, you are aware of him? Yes, he is one with red mohawk, very ugly metal face, but very good at his job. Yes.
Yeah, I got a lot of connects. I check out some people. But I also wanted to take this time to ask you if you would be interested in a job. Pretty nice pay, and it's something you could do in a single night, maybe tonight even.
I am interested. Absolutely, Miss Romano. This is great news. What could I help you with?
So knowing you guys are good, if you want to continue working for me after this, it would be my pleasure. There's a place downtown. It used to be an old police station for the EPD, but funding went out, cutbacks, a severe loss of personnel, if you know what I mean. Not my doing, I swear, but now the police station has become a shopping center and a restaurant, if you can believe that. I own a couple of the floors, finer clothing, and well, it's my territory. So here comes along this fucking asshole who calls himself King T. He's a troll, one of those mutant bog crolls, those ogres. They have mutations like us, but for them they call trolls, well, this fucking ogre, I'm sorry, pardon me, Bobby, you're one of the good ones, man.
Yeah, it's okay. I know. He's right.
Anyway, this one is the troll, and he's an asshole. He starts moving into my territory, and he buys up the rest of the first floor before me. I own a diner there called Charlie's. So then he starts making illegal dealings on my turf, and now EPD is already watching me hardcore, so I got a lot of heat on me already, but this guy's just bringing more, so I need to pick up a few talented individuals that are not part of my crew, not my regular guys. And I need you to take some information there, slot a chip into King T's main computer in his office, hide a briefcase there, so when EPD shows up, they find all of this stuff. It's a regular shakedown job. Uh, but at the same time, I'm going to have another crew robbing my diner, Charlie's. Charlie's is going to get robbed, and they're just going to take the heat off me, bam. And then that's your cue to get into King T's office, plant the information, and then get out. If shit goes wrong, and you have to kill a few of King T's men, even King T himself, I wouldn't cry about it. Hey, I'll even up the pay if you dust these fuckers, as long as it doesn't look like I did it. It's all good. I'm willing to pay 800,000 credits, minus the robber crew. They get their cut, So, I got the team. You get to choose team 2. You can choose them because they're gonna be working alongside you, kinda.
This is a very good offer. I like it. 800k minus their cut, absolutely. And he scratches his chin. I will get my crew together, but I will tacitly accept now. I want to make sure we are taking advantage of good opportunity when we see it. So yes, I will handle this for you.
He says, "Fucking excellent. You want Dibs to pick up your people, or they can come here, whatever. Plan out the job."
Certainly. Let me contact them, and then I will tell them to finish up what they're doing, and then we will try to go ahead bring them all together here, ideally, and take care of it from there.
He says, "That's fucking fantastic. You guys, Mr. Dibs," and you see him, he looks at his watch or some kind of vidcom on his wrist, and Mr. Dibs, you're gonna take care of them, okay? Good luck. I hope to see you for some more work in the future. I got this job lining up. I gotta go do something on my casino ship. I'll call you guys. Keep in touch, okay?
Not a problem, Miss Ramona. One more thing before you go. Just quick thing. And perhaps I can even resolve it with your associate Dibs if it is, what's his word, I think, small potatoes. But I have a couple cases of drugs that I would not want to run against you because this is your territory, as you said. So I thought I'd bring it to you, see if you think it's worth anything, and then perhaps we make exchange. I do not know quality of drugs. I apologize.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah. Give it to Dibs. You take care of him, right? Dibs like, "Of course, sir."
All right. Well, thank you again, Mr. Ramone, and good luck on your cruise business.
He's like, "All right. I love you guys." He blows some kisses across the room, and when he stands up, you can see he just kind of disappears. Possibly a hologram the entire time. Dibs walks over, and you can just tell that these guys are not holograms. And he says, I'll conclude the rest of your business with Mr. Ramona. As long as you have the drugs."
Here. And he pulls out the cases. I counted, I believe, 100 hits of Mandrake and 100 hit of Gynos.
He does some calculations. What was that?
And they belong to Cthulhu, so I do not speak to quality, but I have no use for it.
Yeah. How about 2,250 for all of it?
Sounds good to me. And he extends his hand.
He says, "Excellent." And he Yeah, he does the transaction real quick, and they take the drugs. Gives you the 2,250, and all is done. And do you contact them?
Yes, I would contact probably B.
I guess
Jeff.
B would probably be in the middle of driving, probably almost there, I assume, to D8's contact, and she picks up. Yeah, hello, this is B.
Hello, B. Are you and D8 almost done with your trip?
Oh, not quite. There's a couple other stops we gotta make. Think we'll be done, what, hour and a half?
And then he's like, okay, one moment. They say hour and a half. Is that all right, or we want to try to push up schedule?
Dibs is like, hour and a half is fine. Yeah, we can wait here, right, guys? And everybody's like, oh, yeah, no problem.
Thank you. I'm so sorry. I was not expecting this, but I appreciate you working with me so I can work with you. And he goes back on the phone. Good. Please try to keep to hour and a half. I pick up a good job, a lot of money, seem pretty good work, and I think we do good job on it. So
Okay, I'll make sure to keep us on schedule.
thank you, B. And yes, money come over soon, huh?
Good. Thanks, laddie.
All right, bye.
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 All right. And we go to, let's see if anything out of the ordinary happens in this bad area.
Ladies.
Yes, I will keep it. I'll keep it to an hour and a half. Oh shit!
It'll be fine. We just
were
gotta,
supposed-
take a contract, kill a guy, go meet with some other revenant assassin, and yeah.
The circus. All
I'm
right.
sorry, we were seduced.
Not my fault.
They were beautiful women, and they took all of our money.
It does say
All
ladies.
400 credits.
Wow, you're poor.
Oh man.
He spent all of it on recon gear.
Oh,
God,
no.
you're so poor.
You notice as you pull up to this location, Knucklehammer is in front of the strip club, or the flesh joint. The dwarf with the kind of brass knuckles that say Knucklehammer on them. He says D8, and he nods to you as you're walking up.
Knuckle, how's it going?
He says, going good.
Good. How's Ripper doing? I'm looking to maybe get a job real quick. Something fast.
No, he's fine as always.
Good.
And as you guys duck into the joint, there is some music playing, kind of like a club type music. Let's see if we can get that going here. As you guys walk in, and here we go. And as you go upstairs in the elevator, the doors pop open. You can see Ripper at the desk with his two bodyguards. He stands up and nods to you. D8.
Hey, Ripper. Things are looking good around here, as always.
I haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, it's been a bit. Had a pretty shitty job we had to do. And, I'm looking to make some cash real quick while I'm in town again. Don't suppose you have anything?
He says, I'm sorry, my contracts have run dry, but I'm getting 2 more in tonight, and you'll be the first one that I send them to.
Nice. Not sure if I'll still be in town, but feel free to send them my way anyway, just in case. You never know.
He says, no problem. He says, who's your friend? Another assassin?
Oh, hi.
Kinda.
Hi, I'm B.
Yeah, this is B. She's mine, so don't go getting any ideas.
And he smiles and he says, well, nice to meet you. He tries to like kiss your hand. And...
Yeah, B has a flushed face at that.
Oh, nice to meet you too.
You want to make the roll?
Yep, he does. Wait,
Of
hold
course
up.
he does.
He
No,
might
that's-
not.
That's 4 past.
Oh, he doesn't. Okay.
He doesn't. You're good.
No?
He's like, all right. He's like, well, I'll send you those tonight. Definitely. We got 2 dossiers, and another guy was in here that troll. You ever worked with him? What's his name?
Which one?
The guy's a fucking murderer. Oh, shit. What's his name? He was just in here an hour ago. He looks over to the bodyguards, and one of them isn't even paying attention to him. The other guy's like, flatline. He's like, yeah, flatline. The guy's a psychopath. You'd probably like him.
Huh, really? I'll have to check it out. He work pretty good, or specifically a killer, or take other work?
Yeah. He's big around here. He's making a big name for himself. He used to just do like church jobs or something. Work for some kind of cult or something like that. But now he's big time.
Oh, weird.
You got some competition there, T8. He's taking out your contracts.
My. We'll have to see how long that lasts, huh?
And he smiles and he says, all right then.
All right, well, I suppose I have other things. Also, I don't suppose you've taken, or given, I suppose, any contracts with another revenant. Goes by the name Angel.
Angel, that sounds familiar. And he hits a few buttons on his compad, and he says, it looks like there's a hit out on Angel. That's where I know that name from.
Really?
He says, the syndicate's paying some money for Angel's head.
Interesting. They give you any other data on her?
No, she's a merc. Revenants. They, I'm sure you know, they don't really know about their past too much, so maybe,
Oh, yeah. Well, curious. All right, then. Well, good luck, Ripper. I'll see you around soon. Hopefully I can take those 2 jobs.
it's like, well, I don't get much of a cut from the syndicate, but I could contact them if you wanted to maybe look up taking out Angel.
Nah, don't worry about it. I have other things to deal with right now. Besides, I have other interests involving that one, so if anything, it might help you otherwise, or help me otherwise, if you could avoid it.
All right. Well, then take care of yourself, D8.
Yeah, you too, Ripper.
I'll contact you tonight.
Yeah, good. Yeah, with that, DA will kind of give a nod to him and the bodyguards and kind of motion for B to follow him out.
Is that when, are you guys going to meet up with the captain now?
Probably meet up with Angel.
Angel first, because she wanted to meet up in an hour, and I think that's the hour and a half.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay, let me transfer you guys over to this location, and we'll do that before you get there to the job. And doesn't take you very long to get to the location. It's kind of a diner area where she wanted to meet you, or a little cafe that she sends you the information for, the locale to meet at. And it's pretty populated. Hover drones fly by as you guys kind of cruise up into that area. you notice there's some gangers on the street on the corner there, and doesn't seem to be a EPD presence here at all.
Nice. Indeed's happy about that as he kind of heads in. He's not necessarily obviously nervous, but on edge perhaps, as he kind of looks around quite tensely. He's usually more jittery, but now he's very still, very on point, as if he were on a job almost, as he looks around.
B kind of watches D8 and looks around herself.
I'll be here. So, you don't have to worry.
What, you don't want to come with?
No, I'm gonna come with, of course.
D8 kind of looks off again, not really looking B in the eye, and kind of just mutters, thanks. Alright, well, let's find her then.
He nods.
We'll try and spot her in the area, in the spot they were supposed to meet.
Can you guys go ahead and make a perception check?
I would love to. Let me see.
Is she gonna stay next to him?
Yeah.
Next to okay.
Would observation apply?
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay, cool. Skill checks. Obs. Oh man, I rolled
Nice.
low. I have 2d12? Oh, I thought I had more. Lame.
All right. As you guys are looking around the area, it takes a while. You can tell that maybe she's late, or maybe you're just not seeing her. And then you start to get the idea that maybe she could be just watching you from afar for a minute. And that's when you notice her kind of across the street at another location, like looking through the window. And she walks out as you notice her, and walks across the street to meet you guys at the cafe. And she walks right up to you, and kind of very close steps up within your normal comfort zone of somebody to that you don't know to come up to you, And she's like, D8. Is that what you're calling you now?
Yeah, D8 goes almost stock still as his right hand kind of begins to twitch a bit. There's this temptation in him to reach towards Peggy, but he kind of stops himself. You know me?
She looks at you and she's like, of course I know you. Do you not remember me?
Yeah, D8's he has that kind of digital display over the faceplate on the lower half that covers his mouth. And it was a faux smile before, and now it's kind of just blank, just solid. Sort of. How much do you remember?
She says, I remember we had a life together. She's like, but it just came to me just recently. Like, I didn't know this until you talked to me on the phone.
Really? Well, I know of you, and I know whoever I was made out of knew you, so...
She's like, she looks frustrated and confused at the same time, and she's like, it's weird, isn't it? How it kind of just unlocks these memories just randomly.
Comes in flashes, I suppose, at times.
Who's this? She looks over at B.
Hi, I'm B. I'm Date's girlfriend. How are you?
The display kind of shudders for a moment, going from the kind of blank to a kind of half smile. Like she said, this is B.
And Angel's eyes kind of narrow at B for a second. She puts on like a fake smile on the side of her mouth. And she says, "Hi. Well, I'm Angel. Nice to meet you."
You too.
And B's kind of looking her up and down as well.
She says, "Well, you're not here to kill me then?"
Oh, no. If I was going to do that, you'd already be dead.
She smiles and nods. She says, "What made you look me up? I'm just wondering, you wanna hire me for a job?"
Not quite. I had a job recently, quite a unique one. Triggered some rather intense memories. Some possibly hallucinations. You came up.
And she says, "Well, I'm glad you called me." And she kind of shrugs about it and looks over towards B and says, "Don't worry. I barely remember him."
Oh, I'm not worried.
D8 stifles the laugh as he realizes that he's let it out before even knowing. Well, yes, it's not a concern. But, yes, I guess I was just curious how much you remember, given I don't remember much at all. Just a couple flashes of your face, that hallucination I mentioned, and a kid, and you, and some other things, but not much. It's not exactly pleasant remembering, but also, I guess you could say it's being polite, or just a coincidence, but you do know the Syndicate has a hit out for you, right?
"Yeah, I know." She's like, "You remember Amy, our little girl?"
Who?
"Amy. You don't remember her name?"
No.
She sighs. She says, "I've remembered her for a while."
A kid, from the sound of it? The one that I saw?
"I think she's still alive."
Really? What makes you say that?
She thinks on it for a minute, like she's struggling to remember, and she's like, "I can't tell you how I know. I can feel it."
Well, quite pleasantly for me, I can't feel much of anything.
Your emotion chips.
Oh, well, they had one installed that does tend to help with the whole memories and emotion and all that. Sadly, it's a bit fried at the moment, so not doing me much more than a dulling. But still.
And she shrugs and she says, "I know somebody who might be able to help you with it if you're looking to get some upgrades."
Dia kind of taps a finger on his faceplate. Yeah, perhaps. Sometime soon, maybe. I don't know. I've got other work to do. Well then. And Dia kind of pauses, not sure how to proceed, not sure what he was really looking for out of this.
And you can tell, like, she almost feels the same way, perhaps. Like, maybe she seems like she wants to, like, stay and talk to you more, but kind of biting her lower lip, and looks around kind of uncomfortably as B is present as well. You can tell that might be it, you know. So she says, "Well, Yeah, call me if you want some upgrades or something.
Good. Tell you what, you need work?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking for work.
We've got a ship. I'm not sure too much how all of this will play out, given my memories, but I'm quite curious, which will no doubt be the death of me. And this damn memory thing coming back, if I can get it out of the way sooner, I'd be happy for it. So if you want a job on the ship, I don't think our captain would mind.
Wait, what?
She seems excited by the mention of it, and until B says that, she kind of like looks over at B. I wouldn't mind maybe talking to the captain about that.
All right, good. And he already had her number, so he kind of just sends the data of Vlad's number over. Give him a call sometime soon and see what he says. It's up to you from there.
She smiles and nods. And thank you. Well, it's good to see you then, I guess. She kind of pats your arm.
Yeah, DA kind of just looks at her, those very robotic eyes kind of staring into her much less so ones, as he kind of just gives a bit of a nod. All right, well, we have other work to do. Let's go, B.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, you can see her, she kind of smirks over towards B, and she's like, yeah, nice to meet you, B.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. And B just turns around and walks right to the bike.
Yeah, B8 hops on as soon as she's on there.
As B revs the engines, drives off, she glances back to D8.
So I'm assuming you're going to invite her back to your room to bunk with you as well.
No. What, did you think I was going to fuck her?
Yes.
No.
Doubt.
I'm not sure. I might kill her.
All right. Good. I'll help you.
Oh, really? That jealous, are you? It's good to know.
I feel like I have a right to be, considering you had a child with this woman.
She didn't say it was our child. Not ours, technically. I don't know. I don't particularly care either. But given the way the memories have been popping up, I can't have it continuing to be a problem. And I don't know whether they'll pop up again, so I figure if I keep her close enough that I can check in if need be, maybe I can get them out of the way somehow. And if not, if they become a problem, I can just kill her off to make sure I don't have to worry about it anymore. And then no matter what memories come back, I don't have to consider it, because it's already done.
Fine. But I just hope she doesn't make problems. Oh, for her sake.
Oh, don't worry, B. If you want to kill her, it's okay. I'm fine with it.
B smiles a bit and keeps eyes on the road.
I'm glad of that, at least.
Yeah, D8 kind of the back of the bike, quiet for a minute after that. Kind of his faceplate again turning to a smile as he kind of pushes the whole encounter to the back of his mind, kind of focusing on the job to come.
And it doesn't take you guys long to reach the heights where Mr. Ramona's building is. Nice, luxurious kind of place, very well guarded, security everywhere, and they let you ride up. There's a couple of the guys there to take you guys up. Vinny and Carlo end up meeting you in the lobby and taking you up to the room. Elevator door opens up, and that's where you can see Vax and Captain Vlad sitting on the couches there.
B waves to them, but immediately just starts kind of looking around the room and oohing and eyeing at the furniture and the lights.
Well, I am glad it did not take too long.
Yeah, he said I'd get us here in an hour and a half.
And we made it plenty of time. And D8 seems a little bit distant, but he kind of just swaggers in like always. Aside from that,
Very good. So,
nice place.
quick explanation. I took a job from Mr. Romana, and we are going to discuss it. It's a one-night job. It should be, well, I don't want to say easy, but we should be able to do it.
Good. Sounds like fun. Anything in particular? Or
Dibs walks up and he says, I got the information on the other team if you need some guys, or if you know your own guys, it's okay. Or whatever you want to do.
I think the more different people we can put together to make it look less like Mr. Romana, that would be best. So perhaps if you have other team, we give them call, bring them all here. We all talk about how to get this done. Oh, also, this is my pilot B, and that is my murder robot D8.
D8 gives a little wave.
He says, "Oh, nice to meet you. You're the Revenant that I've heard so much about."
Yeah. If you or your boss need anyone killed, do let me know.
And you notice he takes some information from his datapad and kind of throws it towards the center of the room where it pops up on the hologram there. And he's like, it's a job. There's a shakedown. Police Station. 800,000 credits. He's like, 2 crews are needed. 1 crew for the robbery, 1 for the shakedown. You guys are the shakedown crew. The robbery is just a mirage, It's just an illusion, because the police and everybody are going to go after that. And while they're busy doing that, King T and his men will probably be freaking out trying to take care of that situation. You guys sneak right up their ass and then plant the information into King T's office and his computer. Leave a little briefcase filled with some questionable information that the EPD is going to find, and then you guys escape. Any extra kills? Mr. Ramona's said he will pay you 10,000 a head for any of King T's men you want to kill. Hey, and if you kill King T himself, 25,000 credits.
Sounds like my kind of job. I think you don't care how.
No, it doesn't matter how. He says, and we'll know, of course. Whoever you kill will know. It'll pop up. But let me show you about the teams, okay? He's like, we got a few we've used for a couple of other jobs. First one here. He throws up a dossier. Master Biggs. He's a mage. Mage for hire. Master Biggs, he's a mentalist by nature. Desire for luxury and fine things. He's a dwarf and he loves the pipe. He specializes in illusions, gray magic, and the price is 65,000. Next guy, LTK, likes to call himself Lieutenant King. Can you guys see these?
Yep.
Yes.
There's no
Yes,
icon. For
absolutely.
Big,
I can see.
oh yeah.
Lieutenant King, he likes to call himself. He's known for his love of gold and his gold AK. After his dubious military career, he was dishonorably discharged for running contraband and went into business in the darker parts of society. He's pretty cheap. I think he's the cheapest one, 40,000. He don't care. This guy here, been making him a big name for himself. Flatline. Yeah, he's an assassin. He's a bog known to be a heavy hitter. He began as a contract killer for some religious cult. Now he does freelances all over the area. 75,000. Two more here. This one, Virus. She's a Ronin. She likes demolition jobs. Used to work for Cybertron. Specializes in hack and destroy raids on networks, but yeah, she's very good at sneaking in and stealing data. 50,000. And last but not least, this one here, Angel. She's a merc. No memory of her former life, bits and pieces, really. She used to work for some corporation or military. You know how the Revenants are. They lose memories and stuff, so he looks over at D8 and kind of shifts uncomfortably, and then he's like, she specializes in shock raids and rescue missions. 65,000.
Sounds pretty good. D8 kind of looks up to Vlad. Well, seeing as I'm more of the combat expert, my advice would be, he kind of looks over the files on his pad again. Angel and Flatline.
Of course,
He's
you're
the-
saying Angel.
Of course.
See?
Yeah, Vlad looks at B and D8 a bit confused at that.
Can Vax get some readings off of B?
Oh, there's a lot of anger and jealousy coming from bees, just radiating when he mentions
there's-
Angel.
What is D8 feeling?
At the comment and the fact that she totally just gave him away, there's a bit of irritation. But underlying that, you definitely get the sensation of that kind of impishness that you usually get from him again, as well as curiosity and concern. But he is definitely fixed intent on this when he brings up Angel and Flatline. Definitely has some motive there.
Yeah, Vlad looks at his two crew and then looks at the contracts or the options. Well, let me take a look here. He's gonna run some numbers. And
Side note, Vlad. I actually just talked to Angel. Thinking she might be a good suit for the ship, so you might not have to pay the full fee.
oh,
Yeah. Long story. We can go over it later. But just tell her it's a like an interview, kind of like prove your worth, kind of thing. Maybe you can skip out some of the fee.
we'll see about it with her. These are the options we have for the robbery crew. Well, let me see. And so starts doing some calculations on it. One night job. Well, I think what we do, I think hire all of them but the Ronin. Seems
That
simple
many?
enough. It does. Makes our job easier, Mother Ardent. So why not?
True.
It cuts our pay down a bit, probably about 300 down, but it leaves us plenty. One night job. We don't have to use any fuel cells to go anywhere. Station side work is always good. So, I think we hire all but the Ronin. Unfortunately, this job not suited for her, in my opinion, if they're going to go and smash and grab. We can take care of the data side of it ourselves.
Makes sense.
You notice the ogre walks over and, hey, can I come too?
Aww.
Tibbs is like, Bobby, no. This is for outsiders only. Oh,
Not going to kill us off once we're done with the job, are you?
Now, D8. This is very
What?
out of line.
I wouldn't blame him. It's not a bad business practice.
Tibbs
We are-
smiles.
There are good relations between us and Mr. Ramona, and I will not have you saying such things like this in front of our good friends.
Vinny is over there, and he's like, yeah, the boss really likes you guys. I wanted to give you guys all presents or something.
Oh,
Presents?
really?
I already take care of presents for two of you. Don't worry.
Really?
Yes.
Is it a scope?
It was passing along your business card, and not having him left me off for it.
I guess that's fair.
And B looks to Vlad.
You need what do you need? Hoverbike things.
Yes.
You tell this nice man here, Mr. Dibbs, what you need, and if it is something he and Mr. Ramona can get for you within reason, then that is at their discretion.
Oh, okay.
And B kind of hurries over to Dibs, and she pulls out her comm pad, brings up the schematics, and
So this is I need some anti-grav wheels or anti-grav just to build into my bike and everything. I think it's gonna be about 60,000.
and she just starts rambling off the numbers and specs to Dibs.
He's like, oh yeah. And he's looking at it, and you can tell he's interested, and he says, yeah, no problem. We'll hook that up for you.
Perfect.
Oh, and little lady here, he walks over to Vax and he shows you something. Did you want like the one with the blue base or the purple? What color you like? And he's showing you pictures on his data pad of crystals that they're going to order.
She'll point towards the one with the purple.
Yeah, purple. Okay, yeah. So we got that. And he's like, did you guys need a ride? We got a couple of vans maybe if to carry all of you at the same time.
I think it best that we try to distance this from your organization as much as possible, like Mr. Ramona said. We will take a rail car to location and then try to coordinate with other team whenever they get their shit together.
And Tibbs is like, excellent. All right, well, I'll leave you to it. You want me to call this team up now and get everything ready?
That would be good. And pass along my information, and we will try to get this all set up proper.
Excellent, sir. Tibbs nods, and he takes all of the information out and all the cards. He's going to go call these people up and organize it all. And you notice Johnny, who's been sitting there quiet pretty much the entire time, is like, so you're leaving tonight then?
Yes, after work we have other business. Got a hot tip on some good cargo that has been lost, unfortunately.
Interesting, yeah. My father, he talking about the casino boat. He's talking about hitting another casino boat in the future. You guys should stick around. Maybe do that job with us. It'd be fun.
We intend to stay around Europa as a matter of course. I again apologize. I would stay for longer, but I have had this hot tip from a good friend, and if I don't take it, I'm afraid I miss out on very.
Speaking of which, you do get a phone call from somebody else at that moment. I don't know if you see that or not.
Yes.
Yeah, so the phone rings for Captain Vlad. Did we lose you?
Hello?
Vlad.
Oh, we might have. He's
Uh-oh.
muted.
I know he cut out for a hot second.
You're muted, Ghost.
Oh, he can't hear us.
Oh. Well,
There it is. There it is.
Eh?
Oh,
Hello.
Chimichanga. Chimichanga. Okay.
Oh no.
He takes that call in the other room, apparently. And so you guys are going to leave and do this job immediately, apparently.
cool.
Looks like it.
Yo,
Oh.
Vlad?
On the
Nope.
side.
Wah, wah.
Oh, Vlad. Our brave
What?
leader.
Uh-oh.
Pause for just a second, I guess, until.
Yeah. All right, I'll
You back,
pause it.
Cappy?
Mine's paused.
Caparino.
My God, this cat is losing her shit. They're so fucking funny. Holy hell.
Captain.
Oh,
My little one has come in like 5 times.
I know.
Mhm.
I heard little tiny bits. Just as you mute.
You hear Cappy?
Oh.
Can you hear us?
Get back in bed. What are you doing?
Just because it's quarantine doesn't mean you have to get sleep. Go to bed.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh, my sore throat is just about gone finally. I'm glad it didn't end up turning into like a massive cough.
Or Rona.
Yeah.
Don't have to worry about that.
Anybody that coughs like around me, you're immediately like, Rona.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, and I don't want to end up having to miss work because I have a cough. Because
Mhm.
with my delivery thing that I'm working right now, it's like good work and stuff, and I'm getting decent pay, especially given everyone's out.
Mhm.
But they do have like a really cool setup for like supporting the drivers and stuff. Whereas if we get sick and we have the symptoms, we're required to take 3 full paid days off to get checked if we can.
Yeah.
And we can't. But the one
guys.
setback with that is we can't go back to
Guys.
work until we've been tested. If we
Well,
show
you can
symptoms, so.
mask a cough with a laugh.
Do you guys want to switch to the fan server just to see if we can finish this up? Because Ghost says you can connect to there.
That's so
Yeah.
weird.
Hello.
Jesus.
Hello.
What the fuck happened?
I have no
You're
idea.
muted on the other one. I don't know.
It just keeps saying RTC
Oh,
connection failed.
weird.
Weird.
Weird. What was it?
I have no idea. It just kept saying
It doesn't
RTC
like
connection failed. Whatever. I don't know. I can hear it when now. Go on.
Okay. You ready to resume?
Yeah.
Oh, wow,
Did you
your
get the
mic
tor-
sounds so weird
You
now.
are. You sound like you're on a different planet.
Do I?
Yeah.
Like it's a
What the
totally different
fuck?
mic.
What
Is
happened?
it clear or is it?
No, it's
blurry?
just-
It
like,
sounds
kinda
like
tinny.
you literally switched mics.
You're like in a tube.
What the fuck?
What the fuck is with Discord?
Echo, echo,
That
echo.
is, that is weird.
It does
That's
kind of
very
sound
weird.
like it switched to a separate mic or something.
Yeah.
It might have defaulted to your
Oh.
computer one
What
for
is
some reason.
with Discord?
Oh my god.
Discord, what are you doing?
Trying to shut me down.
No.
Now it's trying to get rogue.
Oh,
It is.
no, same thing.
Same.
Try looking at your voice settings, like a voice and video, and look at your input device.
I'm willing to bet it somehow defaulted to a different mic when you change channels, but that's weird.
That's so weird. It
You would
shouldn't
think
do
I
that.
thought that was just something that was default for Discord itself rather than channels.
Mhm.
Is mine messing up?
Yeah, well, it's you like to sound kind of tinny.
And also we can hear an echo,
Yeah.
like it's coming through your
Yeah.
speakers.
Well, I mean, it's always there, but because he's on push to
Okay.
talk.
Is it?
Yeah.
I've never heard it before.
I never heard of it.
Well, I mean, it's not like major or anything. It's just like sometimes like a cut,
I have
but
no idea.
Is
I've always had weird problems because, like, you guys can hear my YouTube videos too when I.
Yeah.
Bruh, you're
Can
you're
we?
still
Yeah?
in you're still in B&B, like the Crystal Gems channel.
Try leaving that one.
Oh,
Oh!
yeah, that's.
Oh. Oh, I am
Weird.
too, aren't I?
No,
Oh, no, I'm
you're
not. Okay.
No one is.
So
Mine-
leave
mine
this
reset.
one, Rogue, and then come back into it.
It doesn't show him on that one in mine.
It
He
did
just
I
got
did-
out of it.
I just.
Oh, okay. Is it better?
It's not showing.
So leave this one and then come back.
So a button for me to leave now. Where's that?
What?
Oh no, Discord is fucking us.
What
so
is
hard right
going
now.
on?
Be able to join
me
two
try
different
this.
channels anyway.
No, what the fuck?
Yeah,
you
you
shouldn't
shouldn't
be
be
able
able
to
to.
at all. Here, let me see if I unlimit it.
Do you have it like open in your browser and then also in the app?
Oh. You managed to get out of it. Fucking shit.
Why fuck? Can I drag someone into voice chat? I don't think I can.
Let me see if I
Think
can.
so, unless they're
I
in
don't
another
know if I
voice
want to
chat.
try to rejoin the OG one.
Uh,
Let's leave it alone, maybe.
You're afraid this one will break too?
Yeah. I didn't know what happened. He was just about to talk, and then it said, "Hey, your RTC failed." And I'm like,
Oof.
I don't even know who that is.
Can you hear me, guys?
yeah, there we go.
Hey!
Much better.
Hey.
He's back.
All right, pepperoni.
7 minutes.
Ready to resume?
GTL, it's good.
Yeah. Do you have Torvin up?
I did see it, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I'm recording again.
Yeah.
We're back.
I'll yeah, let me hit Torvin up. Yeah, so he pops up and he says, "You're back in town."
Fuck. One moment. He looks at Johnny. He answers his phone. Torvin, good to speak with you again. Yes, I am back on station.
Excellent. Are you ever gonna pick up your money? Did you get the crystals?
Yes. He's walked away from the group at this point. About that. So, anyway, Job hit a few snags. I got some crystal. I don't know if I got the full amount they're looking for.
Yeah. Did you get anything close to the amount?
I think we are close after looking over the contract and looking over what we could get. I'm going to get it delivered over or have it ready for pickup. What did client want, or?
Even 75%, I can get you the money, the 800. But if you had 2 crystals, I can get you a lot.
I believe close to 75, but I can't say for certain full. If I have to take the hit, tell client I'm sorry, but we ran into a lot more than expected.
That's so I hear. You got some heat on you now, too.
Nothing for you to worry about, friend. I always take care of problems.
Of course. And if you need any help, you can contact me, of course, my normal 10% cut.
Of course. I would ask for some help with you. I'm helping other business partners in the city. I will meet with you at some point before I leave, but I want to make sure the crystals are taken care of. Half of my crew at ship, I will let them know you're coming. If you would like to get everything offloaded and delivered as it should be, I would appreciate.
All right. And as he does that, just so we can do it in game real quick, you want to do a negotiations check for this money.
Yes.
Ooh.
And because right now, yeah, you won't get the 800. I think it is. Let me see.
What the fuck?
Oh.
Wait, what was it? What'd you roll?
Let me check the
2d20 plus
yeah.
d6 plus 1. Holy shit, you rolled
Okay.
crap.
Let me check and see if I have anything for that.
I think you do. You would be the only one too, I think.
My, a 6 and a 2 on the d20s. Wow.
Yeah, normally the job was 800,000. If you could even get 75%. What the take was, okay. So here we go. I think you do have something that can buff that up, but
I'm looking. I'm not so sure now.
Ooh.
I would have had to have done it before the roll to burn a frenzy and give a bonus. So
Oh no.
I'll let you do it. I mean, since you didn't know, so if you want to throw it in there. 28. Wait, what is it? An extra D6?
it's plus 2 levels.
Oh,
So yeah.
oh, that's rough.
No, we'll take it.
Yeah.
It's not a real
Alright.
12. It is.
He is going to add a D6 to his by burning a frenzy. Oh, you do get a social pull that you can add. By burning a frenzy, you can throw another D6.
I mean, sure.
If you yeah.
At this point, yes, I might as well.
You can do it. Just roll a 6. You're good.
No.
Fuck it.
Wow.
Do you have 2 in your social pull by any chance? Because it resets every session.
I may have 3 even because I'm at pretty high charisma. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm at 2. Yeah, another
one.
frenzy for another
Oh
Yeah.
no.
D6.
Oh
So that's
no.
a 13. You're at
Triple
13.
1?
Stop.
Hey! There it is.
Holy
God.
shit. you
Hey!
He's going to go ahead and burn his just to get
Pretty
it out of
good.
the way. So this total right here is going to be his roll.
Do you get a reroll since you got snake eyes?
No. I just get fucked.
Ah.
suck. So close.
With his socials burned, he gets a total of 19. So you guys are going to be stuck with a it's still like 700,000. Be good.
That's still good.
It's a decent paycheck. Man, those fucking ones. That fucking roll.
700,000 distributed however the captain feels he wishes to. Do we have any other closing RP?
I think it's good.
Yeah, I think Vex is good until they start going towards things. So it'd be next session.
Yeah, I think B, before they head out, she kind of looks to D8.
So you hopping on the bike, or are you traveling with everybody else?
What do you think?
B smiles a bit.
All right, come on.
And really, don't get so moody over Angel.
Not promising anything.
Yeah, like I said, if you end up killing her, it ends up happening. And he kind of whispers, that's my plan with flatlocking anyway, to be honest.
With who?
Oh, the fucking ogre. Do you not hear what Ripper said? Cutting in on my...
Oh,
Yes, it's the same one he mentioned. The one
Yeah.
cutting in on my jobs.
well then we'll just kill him.
Exactly. Just an accident, Lots of gunfire, and they can't see my plasma blasts, so...
Might
Who
wanna
knows?
be
Maybe a
careful
stray
there.
shot caught him.
I think we're gonna be doing separate things, DA.
I think it sounds like it's the same place, just separate areas. So, who knows? Maybe I can spot him across the way, and something bad happens on his way out. We'll see.
Just don't make it obvious.
I never make it obvious. It's my job. Well, unless they pay me to make it obvious.
Fine.
Oddly enough, people do that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
Alright.
And as you start to take off, you get a message from Ripper D8.
Oh, yeah.
It seems he has transferred 2 dossiers to you. Opening up one, you recognize it as some political figure who needs to get taken out. But the other pops up a very familiar face. If you can see this at all.
Not seen anything just yet.
Yeah, Ripper. Oh, hey. Oh, no.
Ooh.
Oh no! Oh no!
It
Oh
says,
my.
sorry mate, thought you should know. Your girl has a hit on her. And 1 million credits dead or 2 million alive.
Okay. Yeah,
and with-
D8 kind of looks. He's on the bike by this point. Kind of looks up at her on the bike. My, you're worth a lot, you know.
What?
Oh well, he kind of reaches his arm around with the data pad on it, and kind of pops open the dossier and contract.
And B, staring at it, nearly crashes into another car. It's kind of driving. She swerves around
Fucking
it.
hell, careful now.
Shit.
Oh, don't worry about it. All the more reason to kill Flatline now.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
maybe Angel. Just in case. If she's taken contracts with Ripper before and these sorts, she might already know about it.
It makes sense.
Well, better safe than sorry. Shame.
And with that, we will end the session.